Okay, so that is not disturbed. Okay, so.
The only language you understand is pressure.
We shall thank him to give the whatever.
Yeah, the report.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. CJ, come on this side. Jim, karibu. Vingi. Jim asongea hapa.
You have to lower or bring me a stool.
Yes, I think you can move a bit.
No, it's okay. I'm still. Yeah. Good afternoon. Are we ready? Okay, thank you. This is a statement by all of us. Where is Karoli? 1 minute. One of us is just about to walk in. This is a call to action on electoral violence in Kenya. The escalating incidents of political violence witnessed in different parts of Kenya can no longer be dismissed as isolated confrontations between rival political supporters. Taken together, they reveal a disturbing pattern that raises fundamental questions about the neutrality of our security institutions, the protection of constitutional freedoms, and ultimately, whether Kenya is being adequately prepared for a peaceful, free, and credible general election in 2027. Within a remarkably short period, Kenyans have witnessed reported attacks involving former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in Rongai constituency, Nakuru County, an attack involving Dr. Fred Matiang'i at Mulot in Bomet County, and the horrifying violence surrounding the Linda Mwananchi rally in Homabay, and previously in Keumbu in Kisii County. These incidents require independent investigations. Of particular concern are accounts that some attacks occurred in the presence or within the operational reach of police officers. The government must explain how organized groups of armed civilians can repeatedly mobilize, move openly, attack political leaders, journalists, citizens, and even police officers, and apparently operate with such confidence. The protection of democracy cannot be left to citizens and political leaders alone. It is the responsibility of every Kenyan, every constitutional institution, and every member of the international community committed to democratic governance and the rule of law. We therefore call upon all Kenyans to reject political violence in every form, regardless of who perpetrates it or who claims to benefit from it. We urge religious leaders, civil society, the legal fraternity, professional bodies, the media, youth organizations, and the diplomatic community to stand united in defense of the Constitution and to resist any attempts to normalize intimidation, militia activity, or politically sponsored violence. We further call upon the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to work closely with all relevant institutions to ensure that every Kenyan can vote freely, peacefully, and without fear. Given the recurring pattern of organized political violence, the allegations of possible collusion by rogue state actors, and the apparent failure to prevent repeated attacks against political leaders, journalists, and civilians, we call upon the Office of the Prosecutor of the International Criminal Court, ICC, to closely monitor developments in Kenya and to undertake a preliminary assessment of whether credible information exists warranting examination under the Rome Statute. Should evidence emerge demonstrating that widespread or systematic attacks against civilians are being organized, financed, directed, or tolerated by those in positions of authority, we urge the prosecutor to exercise the powers provided under Article 15 of the Rome Statute to initiate an investigation, especially against the person bearing the greatest responsibility, namely President William Samoei Ruto, a former ICC inductee, and to review and determine the status of the previous charges against him. The call is not made of any individual. It is made because accountability is one of the strongest deterrents against political violence, and those who organize violence should know that the passage of time does not erase responsibility. Political office does not provide immunity no Kenyan should lose life, their liberty, or their property because of politics. No journalist should fear death for carrying a camera. No police officer should be forced to choose between the Constitution and political interests. No citizen should be denied the right to campaign, assemble, or vote because armed militia have been unleashed upon them. No citizen should lose their lives, limbs, liberty, or property. The 2027 general election must be a contest of ideas, not intimidation, a contest of ballots, not bullets, a contest of democracy, not violence. William Ruto and his militia are an existential threat to our democracy, but the Kenyan people are not powerless. We are calling on people of goodwill to join us in forming a People's Forum for Electoral Preparedness that will be coordinated by the former Chief Justice, Honorable David Maraga, former Attorney General, Honorable Justin Muturi, and Honorable Karori Omondi on the 9th of October 2026. I repeat, the three will be coordinating a People's Forum which has been scheduled for the 9th of October this year. The future of Kenya will not be determined by militias or fear. It will be determined by the sovereign will of the people. God bless Kenya.
Well done.
That is the end of the statement.
Okay.
And we plead with you, because it is clear, to let us end there. We apologize for not taking any questions. We think it's clear. Thank you.